From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your Evening Update. Your weekend weather update is made possible by Caltrans District 2.
Hey folks, good evening. Hope you had a nice Saturday so far. Notwithstanding the smoke and haze in western Siskiyou County, northern Trinity County from the Boise fire, I say we're doing pretty decent tonight here. And of course, also still some haze from that Park fire, which has kind of reinvigorated itself and lifted some of that smoke north and east. But widespread temperatures, we're talking 50s out here. Upper 50s is the story, lower to mid 60s out there. Portions of Siskiyou County, northern portions of the valley out here towards the eastern mountains. But really, I think the 60s are going to be mostly relegated to the valley. Also some lower 70s down there by Chico and Paradise. We'll call it 68 to 72 down there. Mostly clear in terms of cloud cover. Don't see much of that here on the horizon, except of course along the coast where that marine layer continues to rip. Now, as we head through tomorrow and through Monday, do want to talk about those fire conditions, by the way. We're improving just a little bit. We're still dry here in the valley with some gusty winds out of the south, so we're going to have to watch that very carefully. Same for that little mini valley south of Wairika, north of Mount Shasta City along the 5. But hey, let's take a look out here towards the Boise fire, eastern Humboldt County. We recover pretty nicely. Looks like we have good relative humidity values, not quite as gusty, so hopefully these nicer conditions will help those firefighters be able to contain that fire a little bit faster. Of course, compare that to the Park fire out here, and we do still have some gustier winds and drier weather, but of course it's been making a lot less progress since we've been able to really take hold of that. So fortunately, do your worst, Mother Nature, but I think we're getting a handle on that slowly but surely. And the Boise fire, here's hoping that we can get the same thing to happen, right? Because of course, out there further west towards the valley, through the overnights especially, you get those better relative humidity values, nice recovery in comparison. And then as we head through Monday here, as we head over the next couple of days especially, looks like the fire chances even in the valley, even out towards the eastern mountains of Modoc County, the fire weather conditions as a whole actually do decrease. So we're doing pretty good as we head over the next several days. It's a slow progression, but you know what? Some nice weather to look forward to in that extended term. And speaking of the extended term, on this American Model Futurecast here, which goes out toward the midweek, through the midweek, right? Yeah. Whole lot of nothing, right? We're kind of seeing that marine layer even shut down just a little bit through the midweek. We're seeing pretty clear skies. And you know what that means? That means a cool down. I've been talking about this over the last couple of shows, and Mike was talking about this at the end of the week. That cool down, actually visualizing it on the 7-day forecast, is really kind of making it real, right? Let's take a look at the coast, right? So we kind of hold those 60s, right? That's typical, but hey, head a little further inland. Go out to Trinity County. Check it out as we head over the next several days. Those 90s, they stick around for tomorrow to be sure, but we really get rid of those 90s inland here as we head through the 80s from Monday through Tuesday, through Wednesday, through Thursday. Trinity County, kind of the same story. We'll be in the lower 90s there Tuesday and Wednesday. Then as we head out across the area, Mount Shasta City, Siskiyou County, Modoc County, same story, right? For example, Mount Shasta City, we'll be in the 90s tomorrow, right? But hey, we'll be in the 80s here for the extended term through the rest of the week. Modoc County, same story, lower to mid 80s. Trinity County, of course, as you saw earlier, was in the kind of lower 90s range. Eastern Mountains, kind of the same story, right? Notice those upper 80s taking back over as we head through Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And hey, I'll tell you what, no more triple digits on the board here for Redding. How nice is that? We're going to be back in the lower 90s as we head through Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Still some upper 90s on the board for tomorrow, but still the trend is your friend. That much is for sure. Hey folks, thanks for joining me today for your forecast here at 12 and 6. Of course, I'll be back with you tomorrow at 6 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. for more fresh from the NorCal Command Center, and I'll speak to you then.